documenting and just doing a little bit of my yoga, and just this way I can see where I am right now, and then later on how far I've come. And I wish I would have already started, because my hips and glutes, like I said previously in another video, are very tight. They hold a lot of emotional tension and just stress. And so I am working on releasing this, and also being patient with myself, so that, you know, I accept where I am right now, but I am moving forward to get to where I want to go, in love and patience for myself. So I will leave a link to the video that I am doing my yoga to from Boho Beautiful in the description box. And I'm just going to do a few poses and just kind of show you guys how yoga can really show us where we need to breathe through things. We need to take time and be patient with ourselves and be loving with ourselves, and that we are on a journey. And though we may want to be further ahead, you know, as a CPS survivor, I want so many things right now for me and my children, my offspring, and other families that I see. But as long as I am working towards aligning with the unified field, that incredible invisible intelligence that's out there, the source energy, the creator of all, that I am, you know, beating my heart to the heart of one that we all are. And yeah, I am doing everything I can to make this world a better place by loving myself first, and then going out and being that change. So as long as I'm doing that, I know that things are going to come to fruition. The harvest is on its way, and so I keep looking. I keep looking for things that come across my path, and my intuition, that still small voice inside of me, tells me, yes, this is what you need to be doing. And I connect with others who are also trying to raise the awareness of the human trafficking of our families, this modern day form that is going on. And I am going about it in the way that I am being led to, from a place of an open heart, and then also connecting with others, not being in division, but seeing that we all have something to offer, and being able to use those golden nuggets and to support one another. So again, thank you, and I hope that this is helpful for you and encouraging, because you may have some experiences yourself where you feel like emotions rise up in you, that as you become more conscious of them, you see what's going on, and then you can connect the breath and start to breathe through you know, those uncomfortable times, and release that to something that is greater than us, but we are all connected to, and we are a part of. So anyways, I love you guys, and again, thank you for watching. Hold on one second. I turn it on.
As we learn to accept where we are, we create that space.
Accept where we are, create that space. In the beginning of this video, I encourage you all to listen to the message, because there's a lot of information that will help you in just understanding what I just talked about, with being patient with yourself, and we're right where we're supposed to be right now. So anyways, it's starting here in a minute.
Just like the honey, it's just going to be relentless. That practice, that moment is all there because it's teaching you how to deal with that. We're all exactly where we need to be. It's a journey. And yoga, the reason it is a practice is because you are on that journey.
Just like in life.
Just like in life.
Yeah. Alright friends, we're going to begin today seated on your mat. Let's start by just taking
All right, so I had her talking in the background. It was a little bit loud, so I'm just going to go over kind of what I was saying. I'm going to get in this position right here, and what this is it's kind of a modified, I don't know the name of it in yoga, but it's a modified double shoelace that I spoke about in one of my other videos. And this helps to start releasing the hips, and I, after trying the double shoelace and I got into this position, it helped me to be able to loosen up and to release some of that kept up tension and stress by breathing through it. And so I just wanted to show you this is great for the hips and the glutes. And so you just put your hand underneath your knee, and you try to have your knee open as much as possible. My hips are pretty much locked, and I am working on that. This is really good for just getting further ahead in some of the positions. That's one of my favorite. So this is the easy pose, they call it, or Sukhasana, and this is something that I have never been able to do before, and I still notice tightness when I'm in it, and my knee, especially my right hip, is further up. I should probably sit this way, maybe you can see it, but it's way further down than it used to be, and you can see it. And then when I do this, I still have a hard time with some of my back muscles and just flexibility in my hips to be able to really sit up nice and tall. It is challenging for me to do this. So this is with my left foot crossed near my body, and then this is with the right. And when I went out on the sand and practiced this position the other day, I did that video, it really loosened during that time. So I was breathing and I was closing my eyes to shut out the external stimuli, the sensory input that was coming in, and to really help myself to go within and then to connect the breath so that I could breathe through it. And this morning when I did my yoga exercises, I was able to somewhat put my foot in the lotus position for the first time. But I've noticed after doing the dancing or exercising that I did today that I'm going to end tonight with some more stretching so that I can release any of that tension, any of that lactic acid, the lymphatic system. I want it moving, and so I want to be as caring and loving to my body as possible. And stretching is so good for being able to release way more than what we realize is going on within us. We are amazing. Our bodies are, and all of our cells need our tender, loving care and support. So I wanted to show you that. Those are the two. So the shoelace, I'm going to this is documentation for where I'm at. This is the double shoelace, and you're actually supposed to have your knee collapsed onto this one, and then like she can go all the way down and stretch in front of her. And so in one of the videos that I watched the first time, she didn't really say too much about modifying this position, but I had listened to her in other ones, so I was like, okay, I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm just going to sit here. I guess that's okay, because she was talking about stretching forward and trying to do, move as far as you can. And then in this video, she talked about just being okay with it, and it's okay if you're sitting up. I think it was this one. I've done many of them, but I was having a hard time when I first did it because it was like I wasn't giving myself permission to modify and to listen to my body. I was like, no, I've got to do this different. What else can I do? And why isn't she saying a different position? And we really have to start listening to ourselves and not be looking outside of us for permission and direction. We need to really have that direction from within. And then, yes, it's okay to get support from others, and there's guides all over the place that we're led to. So it's about listening to that still small voice. So there's that side. And then the next side is about the same. My left side is better, but you're supposed to have, you know, your bottom on the ground, and then as your hips release, then you're able to move forward. And yeah, the more I've done these positions, I've noticed that, yeah, it's my hips and my glutes and my hamstrings, and then my calves and stuff are pretty tight too. As a gymnast, I had Achilles problems and then my knees. So yeah, I think that this is just a fun journey to be on. And like I said, yoga is speaking to me, and it is teaching me a lot about my journey, and everything that I'm going through is a process, and it also takes determination and repetition. You know, you're not just gonna get it one time, and then sometimes you're going to come back to that exercise and you're going to have to work through the tension that has come up throughout the day, and you're going to have to release that. And it helps me to be more mindful and conscious of just my body and what's going on, and then the thoughts and the emotions that come in, you know, the ones that are running in the background, so that I can be the observer and release them. I thought of adding 2 more poses that were or are challenging for me, and one of them is called the lizard pose, and you get yourself kind of in a lunge position, and you rock your you drop your knee out like this. You have your hips squared, so that back foot is pushed out like that, and then you go down on both of your elbows. And I'm only able to get one of my elbows down because you want to be as square as possible and have that leg out. And so that position also reminded me of kind of where I am. You put your foot off to the side and square your hips, and then you drop down onto your elbows. And in these yin yoga positions, you actually hold them for anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, or maybe even longer. So that is one that spoke to me. And then the other one is, let me see which other one I wanted to do. I'm going to do the pigeon, which is close to that one. It's all about the hips. You align your back leg so your knee's under, and then she can actually put her leg out to the side, so it's out here like that, and her hip is totally underneath back there. And then you go forward and you hold it like this. And so I'm actually a little bit further to where I would feel a stretch where I wasn't able to put my leg out at all before. So you would do each of these poses, these positions, in the correct form, you know, and be patient with yourself, and then you would hold them. So this one is the pigeon, and I just wanted to add these on. You guys can look them up, and like I said, I'm going to leave some links to her videos in the description box, and if you feel led to try this out, then you can go ahead and click on those and visit her channel. The last thing, I think, I'm not going to keep you too long, but one of the things that I really liked today, which I noticed, there's the lunge position, and you do, I can't remember what she called this, but you do this position, and you close your eyes, and you hold it. And when I was doing it today, it was after I'd already done one yoga class, and then I'll try to turn for you, and then I went ahead and did another one. So my legs were a little bit tired at that point, but I noticed how much more difficult it was on the left side, especially when I shut my eyes. So we'll see if I'm less tired now or not from doing the dancing, but my balance, so like my cerebellum on that side, just seemed to be a little bit more clogged up, and I was having just troubles. So I just tried to clear my mind and focus, and I just kept at it. I opened my eyes, and then it was easier, and then I closed them. But it reminds me of the movie, The New Karate Kid, where he was having the cobra follow him and being able to be one with the snake, and he was actually directing the snake. It wasn't the snake doing it to him, but being so focused that we are more powerful than we think, and that what we know about what is going on in our external reality, we just have to keep questioning, and we have to keep dropping and shutting off old belief systems that are no longer serving us, and then supporting our bodies in every way, because these are our vessels that we're in right now for this temporary human experience, so that we can learn the life lessons and go out and be that change that we want to see in the world. Each one of us has this ability to move things. We are going to have that butterfly effect, and I keep asking people and myself every day, what kind of vibration are you? Let's be intentional about that, but let's also be loving and caring for ourselves, and then we can go out and be that love. We will embody that divine love and light, and yoga is just one example of an activity that we can do that can help us to overcome obstacles and to get past ourselves. You know, a lot of times we are the ones that get in the way of what it is that we want, and it all comes back to aligning with what is in our best interest and the best interest of all, because it's about all of us. And so it's bigger than us, and though it is us, because we are all one. So I thank you for just being here. Talk to you later. Let's see. Oh, I thought it cut off, so that's perfect. So thank you for being here. Namaste, and remember who you are. You are a creator and a co-creator, a part of the divine, and you are beautiful. Once you realize that, accept it. Once I realize that and accept it, which I'm working on more and more every day, and that heart opens, or we realize it's closed and we meditate and we shut everything off to reopen it, and then we move ahead in our day in and day out. Everything's in the now. We are creating. Then we will be able to see the shifts all around us. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Talk to you soon. Get out there and move in whatever direction, in whatever way that you are being led to move in, which is aligned with an open heart.